Welcome back to Chaos Collectibles. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at another exclusive Four Horsemen Zoloworld collaboration of the Skullman figure. So I got this sucker about a year ago, and I told myself I was never going to open it. But since I've bought a few Mythic Legion figures, and as you can see, I'm beginning to run out of frickin' space again, even though I just expanded out that way about 6 feet. I think it's time that I open some of this stuff up and do some things just because I like to display stuff. I don't want to keep stuff in boxes, right? And since I have those other figures, I figured what the hell, right? Might as well just put them with it. And it'd be a good time for some of you viewers to take a closer look at this stuff. This is the 2024 exclusive Skullman figure. Exclusive Skullman, first figure done in collaboration between Zoloworld and the Four Horsemen Mythic Legion style. Very awesome figure. There's a little write-up about Skullman right there. And right there's the alternate head on the hooded version. We'll kind of go over that a little bit later. And then check that sucker out. Very cool, fantastic piece. So I'm going to open this up, and I can't believe I'm doing this. But it's what happens when you're a big kid sometimes, right? So again, I'm not going to pose this figure around or anything like that because I don't want to break it. These are super hard to come by. Very, very hard to come by. I couldn't imagine what this sells for in the aftermarket. So I'm kind of, right here, this one's a little different as far as the way that they have the cape on there. It's already on the figure. So I got to be really careful with how I do this here, because I don't want to bust anything up. Don't want to tear the cape, don't want to break the figure. And again, it's twist tie time. And that's really strange. So the version I got, well, that's a bummer. Okay, so you guys saw me open this, right? Kind of. There's no arrow. This guy is missing the arrow. I never noticed that before. Probably because it was covered up at the side of the box. So I'm looking around here to make sure that the arrow didn't fall out. And that was one of the things I was going to be mindful of because I watched a video of some other dude. In fact, a couple days ago. He was removing the arrow and he ended up breaking it because the way that they put it in there. I'm not a fan of the way that they put it in there. But yeah, I mean, there's no arrow laying around anywhere. So this Skullman does not have an arrow. So if I end up picking up another Mythic Legions figure in the future that has a bow, I'm going to have to steal an arrow from him because this guy does not have one. Maybe I can steal one from, I got that one frickin' figure around here from the Fire and Ice figure. I could probably steal one of his arrows because he's got several in there. So maybe I can just steal one of his and give it to him. So, I mean, that's kind of a bummer. When you have stuff like this, you want to keep it complete. So I just dropped the value of this figure by opening it. Would it be considered a factory error figure if he's missing that? If he was still in the box? Potentially, but who knows? But whatever. I collect things because I like them. I don't look at them as really an investment, right? The value of it doesn't, that's second. That's, you know, not first to me. So, I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on something just because it's worth money if I don't like it. All right. So let's see how we can take this dude out of here without destroying anything. Okay. So the cape looks like it's in frick. Okay, so that's taped on the back of this. Is the tape to the figure? All right. So the hood is in, or the cape is in two parts. So we have this part. And then we have this part here. So there is the Skullman. Excellent details on this guy. This guy's got the red eyes as opposed to the green. He's got the same wraps around his wrists. Looks like he's got a very similar belt, but red instead. And he's got a different waist piece there, different belt underneath of that. So, and he also has like the knight style boots. It's got the shin guards on them. Nice texturing on those boots. Very freaking cool figure right here. I like this thing a lot. Very freaking awesome. And he comes with, supposed to come with a bow, but he's got the little thing there that holds all the arrows. He's got the dagger. That is Hooded Skullman face. And then he's also got some hands. He's got gripping hands. He's got grabbing hands. He's even got some hands that have black nails on them, look like longer fingernails. And then he's got feet instead of boots that you can put on them. So this is really freaking cool, right? That bow looks awesome. Got a real string on there. So I'm wondering about the hood. Is there a hood in here? Because I didn't see a white hood. Interesting. So apparently he's missing the white hood as well, because I didn't see that in this box at all either. So it looks like I'm going to display him with the skull, regular skull face, which is really the way I prefer him anyway, like this. Because if you look inside of this cape, there's nothing in there. Let me check to make sure it didn't fall out of the box at all. All right, so we found the arrow. The arrow was in the bottom of the box. However, the hood is nowhere to be found because it should be white, and I don't have any white cloth with this guy. But this is the Skullman. Very cool figure. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of a comparison between this Skullman with the Zoloworld Skullman. So this is what this is actually modeled by. And this is modeled by the original Skullman right here from Remco. This guy here cost you a little bit of money. And then, don't want to drop this arrow and lose it. Set that sucker up there. So then we have that hooded head, which is modeled after Hooded Skullman, Taskmaster Skullman, whatever you want to call him. I think this is the original Skullman before he ended up going to the other face. This is the Zolo version. I do not have the Remco. Remco version in good shape probably cost you about 400 frickin' bucks. And that's if you can find it. I've only seen a handful of them on eBay over the last few years. So that is the Skullman, okay? Hooded head right there. Very frickin' cool. So, I didn't do a comparison the other day, but this is the Headhunter figure. In fact, we'll put them right next to Skullman so you can kind of see the difference here. Very cool figures. Love them both. Freaking awesome. And this is the Zoloworld original Headhunter figure that this is designed after. So there's a comparison for you. Just so you, for some of you out there that don't know the Zolo figures and only know the Mythic Legions figures, this is the original Headhunter figure. So there you have it, everybody. That is the Skullman figure collaboration 2024 Zolocon exclusive figure. Collaboration between Zoloworld and the Four Horsemen, Mythic Legion style. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I hope you all have an awesome day. Until next time. Woo!